Yesterday, you might remember the Delhi Police Special Cell conducted raids on more than 30 locations of both Newsclick and its employees. You remember a number of employees had alleged that the proper procedures were not followed by police officials. Now a statement coming forward from Newsclick saying exactly that. We'll read out parts of it for you. They've said several people were questioned, and as of now, our director, Mr. Purkayastha, and Amit Chakraborty, who I believe heads their human resources, but we will wait for a reporter to confirm that. They've said that they have been arrested. We've not been provided with a copy of the F.I.R. or informed about the exact particular of the offences which have been charged. They've gone on also to say that electronic devices have been seized from the Newsclick premises and the homes of employees. Remember, yesterday, multiple journalists tweeted out that when police were coming in to question them, when those raids were conducted, the correct procedures, the proper procedures were not followed. They also tweeted out that they were making their last tweets on their phones. We saw this from a series of different journalists across the morning. Now we'll wait for a reporter to join us to bring us more context. Yesha Kotak joins us on the phone right now. Yesha was in Mumbai yesterday bringing us context as Teesta Setalvad also saw her residence raided. And in Teesta's case, I believe, Yesha, we weren't able to speak to residents to understand if the proper procedure was followed. But if you could tell our audiences more first about Newsclick's statement.
So yes, in fact, early after there were searches and raids that were carried out across 35 locations in the entire country, we have seen that a statement has been issued by Newsclick. And they've also confirmed that there has been an arrest of two people from their team, that is the director, Purkayastha, and Amit Chakraborty. In fact, they've also mentioned that there were several people who were questioned in this case. But here, Newsclick has gone ahead to say that they've not been provided with a copy of the F.I.R. or informed about the exact particulars of the offences with which they've been charged. This is the kind of a statement that Newsclick has come up with. They have also mentioned how there have been various seizures that have taken place from their offices, from their residences, where there are various electronic devices as well as several other details, including copies and data that has been taken by a team of Delhi Special Cell. They've also mentioned, they've condemned and in fact made a strong statement wherein they have said that that Newsclick is in fact condemns the fact that the offices were seized. They're saying that it's a blatant attempt at preventing them from reporting. In fact, they said that the charges under UAPA that have been levied is something that they have not been informed about by the Special Cell. In fact, this is something that they've learned from others. And here they're calling this as an attack on journalistic independence. This is in fact a statement, quote unquote, by Newsclick in the statement that they've released, and they've said that they are treating this as a sedition against. Yes.
Okay, Yesha, just stay with us. Our next story also related to this news we brought to you about Newsclick. The founder, Purkayastha, moving Delhi's Patiala House Court. He's seeking a copy of the F.I.R. in which he's been made an accused. Remember, this is under charges of the very stringent Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, also known as the Anti-Terrorism Act. We'll bring you more context on these developments. Our legal correspondent, Ananya Bhatnagar, with us to bring us more in terms of details. Ananya, yesterday we shared with our audiences the sections of this very stringent act that were being invoked. Can you tell us more about what Purkayastha has asked for?
Well, definitely, Purkayastha and in fact, the Newsclick HR has knocked the doors of Delhi's Patiala House Court seeking a copy of the first information report, that is the F.I.R. copy in this particular case. Remember that they had been sent to 7 days of police custody as they were produced today morning before, a special NIA court here in the national capital. And now application has been moved by the lawyers of Purkayastha before the court, which is to be taken up in a short while from now. The court is hearing other matter, and after the conclusion of the same, they will be seeking a copy of the F.I.R. As of what we know also is that after receiving the copy of the F.I.R. and also, in fact, if all the remand papers with regards to how they've been, sent to 7 days of police custody is, obtained by the lawyers of Purkayastha, they might move and knock the doors of the Delhi High Court as well, challenging this particular order of remand. Because remember that when both these people were actually produced before the court, their lawyers were not informed, the lawyers were not present They were sent to police custody, and that's exactly what they would be challenging. They're clearly saying that, principles of natural justice have not been taken care of, and an order has been passed ex parte in this particular case. Now, what is very, very clear to note at this point of time is that the heat of the agencies when it comes to the UAPA Act, the act is very, very stringent in nature. In fact, it is one of the only few acts in the country, in the criminal law of our country, that where police can actually go beyond the scope of 15 days of remand and can seek almost up to 60 days of remand if at all necessary. They can also seek 30 days remand. This is the law when it comes to UAPA, because it deals with the activities like terrorism, like waging war against the country, and stringent charges have been pushed against Prabir Purkayastha for clearly, promoting Chinese agenda by using its website, Newsclick. In fact, the other two agencies, that is the Enforcement Directorate and the Economic Offences Wing, had made the preliminary investigation in this case. The information was shared with, in fact, the Special Cell of the Delhi Police, and now the Special Cell action has taken place. They were arrested last night at around 8:30, and in fact were produced before the court right in the morning.
Okay.
And now we'll be seeing as to what happens to their application when it comes to seeking a copy of the F.I.R. in this particular case.
Okay,
So, yeah.
Ananya, let me just tell our audiences that the Newsclick founder, Prabir Purkayastha, has at multiple points denied these allegations in the past too. It's time for a short break. On the other side, more of the country's top stories. This is the Breaking News Show. We'll see you right here in just a few minutes.